What's good, sneaker community? Regular guy Sneakerhead back at you again with a review on something early. Let's get into it. You see the box? You know it's a 3. See the label? We're talking about the Lucky Shorts. Now, before we get into the sneaker, let's get into a little bit of this information. Now, as you know, these are early. I was able to catch them a month early. And I got them pretty much for retail. They're retailing for $200. They're scheduled to release February 22nd. And I pretty much was able, after fees and taxes and everything, was able to get mine for pretty much retail, man. Like about $8 over retail. And I got to say, I like them, man. But for those who don't know where the inspiration behind the shoe came from, I'm going to give it to you. The Air Jordan 3 Lucky Shorts were inspired by MJ's North Carolina practice shorts that he wore underneath his Bull shorts every game and even most of the practices. And if you watch Space Jam, and I'm talking about the original, the real Space Jam, the first, the Michael Jordan Space Jam, if you watched it, then you may remember he couldn't perform then without his shorts. He needed his Lucky Shorts then before he could play in the game. The Tunes had to go to his house and get his shorts. They almost got caught by his kids when they were in there getting the shorts. And that's the same Lucky Shorts that we're talking about that these shoes were inspired by. MJ had to wear them underneath his Bulls shorts every game, even in some practices. Wore them underneath his Olympic uniform every game because some might know, but a lot might not know. MJ was a very superstitious person. He was a big gambler and big on superstition. So he would often do things like that, do things a certain way or repeat things every time to make sure he got the same results. I mean, there are several stories. He gave dude the flu game 12s, won the championship. So then after that, every time he saw dude, he gave him a shoe again, just because he wanted to make sure he won, things like that. And I might have messed the story up a little bit, but you get the point. So that's the reason behind the design of these shoes, man. And I've heard a lot of people say that they were unnecessary. Jordan Brand could have kept them. And I'm like, why? At least these got a story behind them. They release a lot of shoes that are just some weird colorway that don't even have a story behind them, don't mean nothing. At least these mean something. At least these have a story to it. These were made because, and it ties directly to MJ and something in his career. You know what I mean? So I pick a shoe that has a good story over just a random colorway they threw out there because it would be popular because the color, you know what I mean? And then, come on, it's North Carolina colors. People went crazy over the UNC threes. These ain't much different. What's not to like about them? If you love them, you should love these. I mean, you could say repetitive all you want, but it's like, okay, yeah, but this looks a lot like the Alma Manier threes too. It looks like a lot of other threes. A lot of threes look like threes. A lot of fours look like other fours. I mean, that's what it is. So, I mean, it's each person likes what they like, man. And if you like baby blue, if you like the UNC threes like I did, and you've probably worn them a bit, and they're probably getting dirty, a little beat up, a little age, you might not want to buy another pair, but you see these, you're like, okay, these are a little different. I will take these. And in my opinion, man, these are fire. I like blue's my favorite color, any shade. And I like the little different blue shade. I like it. I like the blue the Jumpman is and the blue on the back of the tongue and the bottom of the shoe, you know. I like that blue. It's like a chambray blue. Uh I love the elephant print on threes, but I'm also a fan of throwing the suede right there, and around the ankle collar. I love suede and nubuck. And then the leather quality on these, man. I mean, the leather quality on these is amazing, man. I mean, you see how supple that leather is, man. That's that good leather, man. They did good on these, for real, man. Good quality on these. I like them, man. And then look, to add to the story, It's the tag that be in the sweaters and in the shorts and stuff that tell you how to wash it and what size it is, you know. And if you look at it, it's even got some little Easter eggs hidden in it. You know, it tells you the holiday season, you know, or the spring season, whatever season it released in what year and all that, you know. Uh, 11 and a half, man. I picked these up from GOAT. Um, I know a lot of people saying they getting tired of the sale midsoles, man. Me personally, sometimes I like to sell midsole on some pairs, man, because 9 times out of 10, I live here in the Midwest, man. And where I live, I mean, it's right by the Mississippi and the Ohio. I'm right in the middle of both of them, smack dab on the edge. So you can imagine it's super humid around here. It gets real hot, it gets cold, but it's always humid. There's always moisture and humidity. So my stuff tends to oxidize a lot faster than some people. So, hey, give me one to sell that's already age looking. I ain't got to worry about it turning yellow later. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I love to see icy white on them too, but sale don't bother me either, man. I ain't got no complaints, man. If it's a good shoe, it's a good shoe. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't, man. Personally, I love these, man. Can't wait to throw these on feet. These going in the collection right there in the opening, right next to the UNCs. I already had a spot ready for them. That's my review on the Air Jordan 3 Lucky Shorts. Let me know what you think about them in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button, and please make sure you follow or subscribe if you haven't. Most importantly, stay tuned and keep coming back.